What's up guys, I'm pedebeats, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can make sample beats for 21 Savage from scratch. In fact, I don't like to use samples, so we're going to make one by ourselves. And if you want to learn all the sample making secrets, make sure to stick to the end. So let's get into it. Okay, so I want to set the BPM to 70, then we can speed it up later, but if you want to make a sample, that's a really good BPM. And if you don't know what instruments to add, my advice is to listen to some samples online and see what kind of instruments they're using. So in almost every sample we can hear a piano, so I want to lay down a simple melody with it. Yeah, let's use again the piano 10 from Analog Lab Bank. Let's set the scale lighting to F sharp minor, that's a really good scale. Remember to play with velocities because it's really important. And here we can create some variation. And here we can move down the bass notes for semitones. Yeah, that's better. As I said, I want to move the velocities a little bit, so it will sound more human. And here at the end I want to create again some variation. It's a really good thing to create variation here at the end, because we are going to resample this, so it's good to have something going up at the end. This is missing some chords, and I want to add some at the top, maybe with low velocity. Ooh. Here I just moved the top note one semitone up, because in this way we are creating a D major chord, and this is also in the bass notes, so it's going to sound good. Okay, the next thing that is really common in samples are some strings, because they're really important to fill the space. I'm going to use these big soft strings from Expand. Let's lay down a minor chord. Okay, that's fire. At the end I just used the same chords following the bass notes, but I played around transposing the notes, and that's the result, and I really like it. Oh, pitch down sounds better. But this is too raw, we need to add some reverb on it. Yeah. Now we need to add another instrument, of course, and I was thinking about a violin, because the violin is going to sound really good when we are going to resample it. And I'm going to use the violin from Expand again. Let's find an easy melody. Yeah, I like that. It's really simple, but it works. So on this we can add again an EQ. A reverb, and we can pan it on the right. Okay, that's fire. Yeah, and by the way, to make this melody I just used again a lot of semitones, and I just used the notes in the scale, so it's not that hard to make. Now the next instrument that we can add is a flute. You already know sample flutes are going to sound perfect. So I will use as always the flute 1 from Analog Lab Bank, that is from the Mellotron. Let's start with the 5th note of the scale. Okay, I like that, but I want to add some accents, going up. Yeah, that's crazy. I kinda hear something in this part. Oh, that's fire. I don't know why, but I kinda hear a guitar on this. But before, I wanted to tell you that some of the sounds that I use in this video are from the Cryptic Multi Kit you didn't know, and if you want to check it out, the link is in the description. Inside of it you will find also the Enigma Multi Kit that is a huge bundle too, so don't miss out. But now let's get back into it. So let's use the guitar one. I'm just doing an arpeggio of these chords. Here we can go down and use these semitones to create tension. We need to add some effects on this guitar. This guitar is playing slightly off time, but that's good, because it's creating a realistic vibe. Let's try to add also a chorus on this. Okay, I really like that. Now, the sample is almost finished, but of course we need some vocals. Now, I usually search for them in Splice, but I think you can find some pretty good vocals also in free sites like Looperman or something like that. So now, we don't really have to make a song. We need something that is going to be easy to resample later. I really like this part, so I'm just going to leave it like this, because I know we can use it later. Oh, that's fire. I just pitched it up 5 semitones, so it's still in the scale, but it changed the key of this word.
Everyone else, how about it's you and me together, together, forget.
As you can see, I just used the same vocals, but as I said before, we don't need to make a song, so that could work. But of course now we need to add some effects on this. We can add an EQ, of course.
Forget everyone else.
Some reverb.
How about it's you and me together.
Now, as you can see, this is pitched up.
Forget.
And this is not, so I'm going to go here and select Stretch Pro, and we can move the formant up, so it's going to sound pitched up too.
Everyone else, how about it's you and me.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now I think this sample is finished, and right now I'm just going to render it by clicking Ctrl C, and then if we don't like something about the vocals, we can always come back and change them. So we're just going to double click here and select opening a new Fruity Slicer. You can select beat and tweak a little bit of these settings. That's crazy. I don't like to resample in Fruity Slicer, so I'm just going to render this again. And I want to speed it up, but I don't want to mess up everything. So I will go here in Tools, select Macros, switch all the audio clips to real-time stretchings, and I can move the BPM. Let's find another chop, because we need some variation here. As you can hear, we have a T here that I don't like. So I'm just going to remove it from the vocals that we used before and redo all the process. Now I have the sample fixed, but I want to add some effects on the whole sample before. So we're going to add an EQ to remove the low end. Let's add some reverb too. And I want to add the patcher with the humanizer preset, so it's going to sound more old and vintage. That's fire, man. Now we can copy the same chop with the intro, so we're going to have a part with only the instruments. And then I'm going to render this part, because I want a part that is going to be different from the rest. That's crazy, man. Okay, now let's add some bass notes. I'm going to use the piano that we used before. Let's try to bring back the pitch to G again. I just want to add some drums on this. So guys, I almost finished my new kit, so we're just going to test it for this bit. Let's use a clap. I love this one, but we are working at 75, so we need to duplicate the hi-hats and lower the velocity of them. Ooh. And I want to add any rolls. Yeah, we can just do something like this. Let's add also a snare. Let's add a kick. Now it's time for the 808. These two are perfect for this type of beat, so I'm just going to use this one. Yeah, we don't need to overcomplicate it. Already this can work. That's fire, man. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, remember to drop a sub, like and comment, and check out this video on how to make beats like Meter Boomin.